Collective energy reading. Please only always take what resonates. Always only leave the rest for the best. Don't stress, because it's only you, yourself. It's just us. Pioneer, moving forward, innovating with that willpower, that strength, unifying with that Christ-like spirit. You're balancing your ego, that pride. You see those skills, how people see you, because it's that passion. When you're energetic, you could be seeing go a ghost of that pumpkin patch. Go host. You could be going to host, learning, enabling people to be able to learn. There's divine feminine, masculine. They could be going to host, because you can see those inner resources, diving in deep into your most inner profound part of yourself. You can see that's where you got those inner resources. These divine feminines and masculines, they could have had like that ego taking over them with aggression. Very impulsive, even from a young age. You can see they didn't connect to that divine, and to be able to receive that love, that joy, even maybe going towards those new starts, because it's learning, even about what you're earning. Even there, Lena, Len, Ren, Ria, take this all as it resonates. Lee could be significant, because when you're learning to be able to connect those letters, those words, those names, you can seek that truth. Even at looking about your physical body, that appearance, how you be looking, 7, in this world, even in your business structures, you can see spiritual insight connected to that divine. It's that purity. You see, when you're connecting, you're charming. Even you could be seeing about that 7 of Cups, all choices, this divine feminine, masculine, they're learning about their ego, about when they was not listening to that spirit, and when they was learning from family, friends, even that community. They didn't have that expression to be able to speak that truth, even when they was moving with those pleasures. Who was pleasurizing who? When you had these choices, 10, you was on that karmic cycle. 11, you could be understanding this truth. They could be even having legal matters taking place. You've got a social awareness of these people. Family, friends may be seeing you as that host. You're just counting your lessons, those highly favored gifts. Even when you're singing, you're listening. People could have tried to make you feel like you're less than. They could have tried to put you out. Take this all as it resonates. Out your lessons, out your sings, those songs. Take this all as it resonates. Even your sister, you could be out in a sister, a family member, a friend. You could be seeing and identifying that approach, what they had. You'd be learning, even what they was earning. You'll be learning and earning. You could be learning your man while you was earning that man. Some of you young girls might not understand no pain, 7, no gain, when you can seek that truth. When people had these illusions, made you block you, stop you, you had to get inside of yourself. Libra, you was charming. They wasn't unfair towards you. They can see it's that Nubis energy. They can see now they're weighing their heart as light as that feather about those choices. Take this all as it resonates, because they're seeing those indecisions of their mind about those opportunities, even to unite, even about sights, even at a port when you're moving that truth. You're spiritually opening, your crown chakra activated. You can see it's that inner peace. You're gaining that wisdom, even about fantasies, loss, family, friends who you had these extra energies with. Even when you're saying, even about a fan, take this all as it resonates. They have these illusions, confusions, manipulations, even about a son, child, father, family, friend, for masculine energy. You can see about these insecurities, about these habits, those karmic cycles, those patterns. 8, because you have illusions, or because of that corrupted, you're laying in sin. You could be understanding and learning. Take this all as it resonates. 4, this could be this masculine getting higher clarity, the truth about partners, relationships. You may have to go court. They may even just like, you know, when you're married and you have to go back and you have to seek information about that home and sharing what you shared with other people, because it's like that diplomacy. 3 witches. You could be understanding about these 3 witches. It's that truth to be told, because he, re, I, titch. They could call you a witch. They was like a witch, a sister. That could be a truth about a family, a friend that was close towards them. Yeah, they're accepting, reflecting that you be speaking the truth, that they were spiritually, mentally, and emotionally blocked. You're listening because you had that power. You're seeing that power of 3 of those family members and friends that was manipulating, causing illusions, confusions. Even when you're out, you're partying. You're socializing, you're going to college, you're learning, you're working alongside these people. Take this all as it resonates. They could have caused you heartache, hurt and pain. Gemini energy, about the way others was communicating. Sagittarius, was they speaking that truth? Because you can see you're always outspoken, always got something to say. You be speaking the truth about tree, about that tree, those family members, those friends, what was rooted, even about your creativity, how you're working, and when you're working 5 and you got that leadership skill and you got wisdom. You can see when you're in Hierophant, you got that spiritual insight, connecting to the divine. It's that omniscience, it's the omnipresence. You got philosophical knowledge, where you connect and you're listening and you're speaking. It's the truth to be told. You're looking back, bridging gaps. You can see people was in dog mind thinking, and you can see you're moving towards that look because you're getting spiritual guidance from the divine. Because it's that dress of alchemy. You can see 33, you're mastering that craft, creatively speaking, you're understanding that truth, empowering the collective to be able to grow. It's that part where you unlock the keys to the heart, the soul, those emotions. Your crown chakra, your third eye is activated. They may see you as that flower of life, and it's that truth. They're in that Jupiter. They're flying within their mind now, because it's that hood, that heart, those emotions. 16, they're having a tower moment. You're seeing this truth about that ego, and when you wasn't undecisive about these partners because you was critically thinking now, or because about the actions you talk. I act and I think. You can see you act and you're thinking, you're evolving with that truth because you're growing. Now they're growing, now they're gaining that insight all about who they was working with. Because I am a corporation and I am creating and I am got these old patterns and I wasn't thinking and I was blocked, or because my eyes, I was not listening to that spirit. Now they're looking at that angle. They was jealous of you, those family members and friends. Ange, take this all as it resonates, because you was that angel, the loss, mortress. It's that transition, even to that spirit railing, because you be speaking and you got that source. You are that divine source. I am a magician. I am the lover. I am that choice. I am speaking that truth. I am. Even you're looking at these G mental structures and what they're implementing. Even understanding and what was significant, even social demographic approaches, how they block you, manipulate, cause illusions. You can see even about these services. I am a service provider. I am a practitioner. I am enabling the collective to be able to grow. Those divine feminines and masculines, they was insecure. You can see they didn't have spiritual knowledge. You are a leader. You can see even those religious and the religions, what they had. You was different from them. You could even been cross seas. They didn't have that ethical, moral compass. You ask God to grant serenity to accept these things that can't change. Now you can see that ego. And now they're trying to perceive in that appearance, their physical body. They're gaining that clarity. They're interconnecting now, because you see you are that abundant spirit. You are that happiness. You are that fulfillment. Because now they're listening, because it's that witch, even that end of the world, an important end to a new beginning. Because they're seeing that transitions, the way how you be training people. They be sitting in their mind thinking now about a song, about that service to be provided, even that truth, even about who they was serving, one to be able to secure, even about a relationship. They may be wanting to speak that truth now, because they can see these teachers, priests, lawyers. They may even need to be able to speak to a teacher, priest, lawyer. Take this all as it resonates for about this home, having stress in that home, because it's a tower moment in that home, in that heart. 20, judgments taking place about this money. It's all about money. Partners, unity, that balance. Now they may be looking back towards you, truth, they're in the heart. This masculine, they feel like a fool. You can see they may feel like you're going towards a new beginning. They can see you as a part of that stability, that comfort, that fall of wands. They're looking at that angle because it's working too hard. Even your creative skills. People, this feminine was working hard because they had these secrets, these habits about who they were serving. Going towards these new beginnings, you're getting that insight about the partners, truth to be told. They're looking back towards you and seeing you as these achievements. They was blocked. Because it's that witch at the end of that world. Now they're looking at that important end to a new beginning, connected to the heart, consciously awakened, seeing you as that start. They're getting clarity because it's that pivotal moment, connecting to the cosmos, releasing those emotions, cleansing, letting go. They could be letting go of that feminine, traveling towards you, this masculine 9 cross seas. Could have different cultures. You could be seeking that. It's about traditions, about who they were serving, what they inherited, and what that direct cause as to why, to where, what they created, the truth. You understood, you connected to your ancestors. They provided that support. You can see it was that foundation and structures. You had to accept now and reflect, because it was a part of that fulfillment. You had to grow, because now they're looking about this decision. 7, about these choices, because they're seeing these 3 witches, these sisters. They could be staring at you with this King of Knight of Swords. The truth, and you can see it's that assertiveness coming quick and fast to be able to speak this truth towards you. They could be cross seas. You're getting this understanding. You can see they was like too extroverted. Now they're looking now, because they're optimistic now about that power. We all pray. These people be preying on you. Higher people, places, because you can see they're lovers. They could see they was gambling you. Now they can see they're like trying to release, because it was that 9 of Pentacles. It's that truth, that growth, that wisdom. You know, you put a lot of hard work in, and you're understanding that moral compass when you're speaking that truth about family, friends, that work, that service. 6, earth signs. 1, about Aries, even about that passion, that power, that love. You can see about those choices, even determined to be able to move forward. Who was determined to be able to block you. People cross seas. Family, friends, you can see you're in that hermit gaining spiritual wisdom. Why, where, what, when, who. 9, you got 18, clarity. You can see they was running because they had illusions. You seen you was that moon. You was that mystery. You seen the mysteries to their craft. Now they can see they're seeking that insight, that willing testimony they had with you. 9, they're having stress, because they can see that working too hard, your skills. Take this all as it resonates. People was vexed that you be working hard, trying to block you. 7 of Wands. They couldn't block you, that masculine. Now they can't even block their emotions, that fire sign. They could see it was that willpower that they was trying to be able to put in. Even a Libra, family member, a friend. You can see it was restless. They were stressed. Now they can see you releasing. They didn't have that spiritual power the way how you did. They weren't connected to that divine, that family member, that friend. Your understanding. You can see they were trying to block your hopes and wishes for moving around the world. This Knight of Swords. You see what was true. I've set it as. You can see they set it as that. Those laws. You can see that hermit, that truth, wisdom, that moral compass. 3 of Pentacles, who they was working with. 11, 12, was on a karmic cycle with a family member, a friend, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Take this all as it resonates. Spiritually blocked, mentally blocked, mind, creative skills. You can see it's that teamwork, collaboration. 6 of Cups, somebody from your past, they be coming towards you. They be maybe traveling, car. They be maybe looking up their money, trying to be able to work hard to be able to come. You can see there's working with a feminine in their past, in that community. They could be cross seas. Family member, friend, speaking. Even the way how you're speaking, providing that service, you can see you're speaking that truth. 16, 15, these had these illusions because it was addictions, fear, devil energy, all because of that ego, materialistic, about what they're serving. They may be looking at you and seeing in their emotions, because they can see you as healing, releasing. They had that nostalgia, now those memories. Don't live like people do, but they always remember you, whether things are good or bad. It's just the memories that you add, because you can see they're blending. It's hidden deep within inside them. 9, that truth, speaking, expanding, social awareness of you, this feminine, this masculine. You may see somebody in your community, a family member, a friend, those corporations, social awareness of you, G mental. Even when you're moving towards your fruitions, you're providing that service. You're like a guru. You're understanding, helping that collective. You could be like a doctor, nurse. You got that skilled labor. You're like a pioneer, progressing. You can seek in this truth, enabling people about these patterns, karmic patterns, even your business. Those close enemies that be around you, blocking you, stopping you. You got that wisdom and guidance, because it's an ethical, moral compass. They didn't have an ethical, moral compass because they wasn't grounded the way how you was grounded. Earth sign, fire sign. You can seek this truth. Because the Queen of Wands, that Queen of Wands was blocking you. She was a witch and speaking these lies. Queen of Wands reverse for lust and greed. A family member, a friend. Fire, doing it with great will and passion. You can see they were trying to control that masculine's mind. King of Wands. They could have been trying to control that King of Wands mind because it was about leadership. They was gambling and risking it for a biscuit. Cross seas, different cultures. They could have travelled, could have gone on holiday. You're seeking this truth. They had all these bad habits, spiritually blocked. Now they can see they gambled you. You had to accept the things you couldn't change. You had to move towards that wisdom. Listen to that spirit. Did protect yourself. Nurture yourself. So of that compassion and that love, you can see everything was all in divine timing. Even about the actions, you had to ground yourself with spiritual wisdom. Now all of a sudden they're gaining insight. All because they was lazy. They wasn't leading that pack in that rightful way. Those family members and those friends. You're understanding that truth. All about that educational skill and expanding with your growth. Those divine feminines and masculines, they'll be looking. They can see you as a part of that fulfillment, achievement. Take this all as it resonates. You'll be understanding the truth because they're learning. You'll be learning. They'll be learning from you. Because it's that splendor of heavens awakening that truth, the heart, the head, the mind, the body, the soul. It's that senses of wonder, magnificence, the sky, stars, planets, and other celestial bodies. Even looking, because it's connecting, appreciating them. It's the beauty, complexities, even connecting. It's finding your way through that knowledge, even observing. I say they can see they're finding their way through that knowledge, observing their heart, those emotions, even the way our people was loyal, who was caring, who was protecting about that home. Emotional, getting really, really sentimental. Do you ever fall in love? Da 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 da. Do you ever fall in love? So now they're saying, do they ever fall in love? They can think now I'm in love and important and a port. So they could be flying at an airport. They could be going to an airport, traveling towards you. They may see you as that 10. Take this all as it resonates. Because they're having that time out, 20 judgments taking place. Me and my flighty sleep with the man. Oh, get pregnant, was, gang, school, church, slept with the man, got pregnant, lost my house, mix up. Oh, so they could have slept with somebody, lost the house, flighty, sleep with the man, church, they could have went church, 5, got pregnant, 9, that's the truth, lost the house, you're seeking the wisdom, it's being too scared, important, even dangerous for public, even dismantations, even interactions, sharing and spreading wisdom of the truth. You be seeking the spreading this wisdom of the truth because it's that witch at the end of the world. You've seen at the end of the day, I, it, he, and it's old. You can see at the end of the day, they're old. Their old mindset, their old ways, their old political enslaved ways. Take this all as it resonates because you see those callers when they was systematically approached. They weren't using their intuitions. They was unrealistic because it was about structures, authority, and what I can get, gain, and I'm creating. Because you're understanding it's with that peps, even collections, fostering spiritual growth, transformation, protective moment of knowledge. So you had that protective moment of knowledge. It was that wisdom. It was that cosmos connected to the foundations, your heart, your own ancestors. They made you grow. It was that spiritual to speak that truth. Please never leave. I'll be useless without you. Please don't go. Don't go. Because they can see you as that growth, you as that guru, you as that teacher. Now they can see it's that truth, justice and law. Scat. They like people shitting on people. So they was shitting on people. Scat. They were scatty batties because now they want you to hold the burden. They trying to make you breathe windy. So you can see they're trying to make you breathe windy, speak that truth. Yeah, you can see about those family members and friends, they had habits, all because of their own insecurities, childhood trauma. They didn't want to be able to connect. You're seeking, understanding this truth. They was blocked because it was that karma and that subconscious. It's that psychic and sociological mindset. It was private. Even looking and connecting to the root cause. It's that routine check. Why? Family, friends, what did they inherit? Sin. You can see they weren't listening to that intuitions. They was unrealistic, unreliable, passive aggressive. Now all of a sudden they're reflecting back deep within the heart, the home. They're unlocking that key to that treasure chest. Now they're having worry because they're seeking this truth about the love, your generosity, that care, that joy, your intellect. Because it was a lack of clarity or perception, inability to see clearly. They were spiritually, mentally blind, literally or metaphorically inwards. That uses, that relates even to metaphors, figuratively, even misunderstanding. It was poor judgment or even being unable to grasp it. It was spiritual, emotional. You can see about the work, the efforts, when people were stopping and blocking you. And even when you're moving towards your success, you had to sense those things, even when you're suing people, leaders, people of higher places, your inner standing, even those achievements, what was meant towards you. I have that Eve, you can see that clarity, that archive, you can see when you're connecting to the divine. It's that independence, that interconnected. Even you can see that low dense energies. Pen, they didn't see that writing on the wall. They could be in pen, family, friends, that spiritual pen in their mind. Now they're gaining in pen, gaining that wisdom in college, school. You're seeking that truth. 6, even about love, and when you're giving that generosity and it's supporting, caring, understanding, even childhood trauma. You can see family, mother, Scorpio, vindictive, driven through jealousy. Those family members and friends. 12, because it was about money, creative skills, and how you wasn't able to create. What was you securing? Home, jobs. Take this all as it resonates. They thought they tried to dominate over you. You was that great learner. These divine feminines and masculines, they be learning the truth. You be learning the truth about this Three of Pentacles who they was working with. Because you can see it was that healing. They need healing. Ayo, they could have been out drinking. A line. They could have been in gin. Leo, take this all as it resonates. Jan, Jin, Jen, Len, Lean. Take this all as it resonates because your finances, who they was working with, it could have been a family member, a friend. Jail, they could be even in jail. Spiritual jail. Mental jail. Because your finances, fine. They could have fines. Take this all as it resonates. Owing people, companies. Take this all as it resonates. An. Fence. They could be on the fence with their emotions because those family members, friends, manipulating, confusions, illusions, who they was working with, those communities. You can see what was programming in their mind. Tales, lies, are healing. Because it's quickly, even continuing. They was conned in you. Those family members was conning them to be able to do what's best. They won't listen to that spirit, and you'll soon see that great knowledge on. You see they're seeing that knowledge, wisdom, clarity, the illusions to the actions, even about issues. What's that, 12? About a death. It's resulting about somebody's social awareness. It's truth speaker about a masculine of authority because you've gained the energy that you need. You've seen you could have had a death, a father figure. You can see you could have worked with somebody in that community. Take this all as it resonates. They could have been working with people to block you mentally, emotionally, because it was unrealistic in those feelings. 6, now they're in their thoughts, in those feelings, because they need healing. 2, 5, because they was blocked mentally, emotionally, because seeking that truth. 11, understanding about this masculine, or even about family members or friends, because they could have had a fling. Jinns, lying, singing, Lynn, Len, fines. You're seeing the signs could be significant because you may be getting emotional. They're in their feelings, those family members, friends, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They could be in their heart, their emotions transforming, changing, releasing that dark night of the soul. You're seeing hangman position. Take this all as it resonates. Connecting to that most deep part because it's causing a cause, singing, a mom, even a mom or auntie figure. Take this all as it resonates. What was meant, a mom, a moment, meant, oment. You can see, they see that omen, that heart, bridging those gaps, that discernment. They didn't have discernment about traveling when they was traveling and who they were serving. A family, a friend, that feminine in that community. Truth to be told. Because it's causing you to be able to control even that role that they was playing. There could be somebody of high status. Take this all as it resonates, and it's over that career and the finances. It's standing up to be able to come even back stronger. So you'll be coming back stronger. Those divine feminines, masculines, they're learning about this queen, fake queen of wands. Take this all as it resonates. Collaborative. They want collaborative. They may not be collaborating with them no more. You may not be collaborating with them. Fire signs. Pardon me. It's the truth. The girl's big burping to Ross Clark because it's about con. Take this all as it rate. They didn't give you that ratings. They may not be getting that ratings. That masculine. They didn't rate you. Care for you, provide for you, because they were manipulating corrupted mindsets, blockages, because you were speaking that truth. They didn't like the fact that you were speaking that truth. They was indecisive because they didn't have that spiritual wisdom. Carlette. Take this. They are that Balau spirit. Take this all as it resonates because it's about invoices and money and who they was working with, other people, and it was working with someone who shares the same goal. They didn't have that same goal. They're having stress in that heart because now they realize they picked or they picked shit. Shopping, that truth. Now they're gaining wisdom. They could be upping, ping, getting that high clarity, hoping. Take this all as it resonates. Singing, that truth, that masculine, feminine, singing truth. Michael Jackson, you're understanding, because if you're thinking about making money in a retail or online selling, this is a God. It's a sign of Microsoft, because you, that king, they could be looking thin, that masculine, out. You can see them out. King, aching, making, gin, they could be drinking. Again, me, no, my, real, you know your tale, that truth. You get in that alignment, you see that balance, that black to the white, you're understanding that truth. Selling, even about a house. You know the truth about selling about a house and who that to serve. You're understanding it was that cycle. Now they're reflecting. They may see you as a part of that fulfillment. Take your business online. Sin. They can see that sin. You can see social awareness about their sin, about who those having these sexual energies with. Take this all as it resonates. 28. Because Exodus 13, they was blocked. They're having that death and awakening that truth about the partners who they were serving in 1-3, working with, expanding, expressing, family, friends. 10, karmic cycles. And it's that care of that source, it's authority, origin, your ultimate authority. You was that source, spiritual part of life. You was that true divine feminine, masculine, caring. 1-3, looking about that it was programming, it was manipulating, corruptive, because it was trying to be able to serve, and what they was securing, a home. Take this all as it resonates. You can seek that truth about the old casket records, those family, friends, what was rooted, blurred, blocked minds. It was beginning of a crisis, diverted, even a theory of life. It was more fixed, or even attachments. You was the source. It was that course. It was a role. It was strengthening wisdom, guidance like a father, even like a fat life purpose. Sun, clarity, spiritual. You see family, saga, trials, further, masculine. You can see it was embodying both. You connected feminine, masculine energies. You understood the truth because it was about responsibility for setting that spiritual example. Even for children, reflecting on that divine love, guidance, love. Even fathers sacrificing, even care can be seen as a reflection of your love. It was making humans fathers figures. Even children, like maid, even an energy. It was monitoring, fostering elders whose nature spiritual. It was unlike a parent. It was lineage, inheritance. Moses itching. It was spiritual inheritance, qualities to obtain that wisdom, authority passed down to you from the ancestors. You've seen to be able to gain that wisdom. That's why you wasn't able to lead the pack. So when people be asking, how do you know this knowledge and how do you know this wisdom? Because the Most High God told me the ancestors. It was Exodus 13:10, because you had that wisdom. Even when you had to have that death, you had to cry, you had to release, you had to let go. You had to look within inside yourself. Speak. Be creative. You see, like you was that pioneer, discovering your power. It was cultivating new lands, even like Wi-Fi. You was like Wi-Fi. You was like a newspaper, the book, reading, different, writing down, jotting, understanding, gaining balance of your own mind, your heart, releasing emotions. It was defiance, fueled by self. They were stuck in their ego. They see it as ignorance, and it was glorifying fundamental sin to your response. Confusing their language, divine judgment, scattering divine feminines and masculines. It was services, even confusion, frustration that results from ignorance. It was a will. They tried, even trying away, even looking at these obstacles, to be able to overcome problems, even difficulties, typically in a clever way. Even you were looking, even the corruptions, you had to understand, gain wisdom. Ask God, grant me serenity to accept these things that can't change. Is it me, these people who was being aggressive? You'll be inspiring people, those ones will be competing against you, family members and friends, because you was charming, you was creative. Now they're having stress. You can see there was unbalance. You had to connect. Have compassion, send them love, send them light, speak life. Yep, you have to understand, even still moving with your status and how you're moving, even when you're traveling, you got philosophical knowledge to speak this truth, even looking at the circumstances when people was dishonest by using different paragons, even looking at finding a way to accumulate, even looking at laws, even non-man over aching, even looking at the circumstances, even accumulating your divine feminine masculine. They're looking at the business, the divine avenger of all. You told before, you testified, you had not called onto the unconscious, but onto the sacrificial. So they called onto the sacrifice. They set at the sacrifice. Take this all as it resonates. They could have sacrificed their self. You're seeking this truth, or for authority, leadership, political, financial gains. You can see, because they was wanting these achievements. Now they want having frustration because you're moving toward who they see as your fruition, a part of their fruition. That hard work you be putting in. Matt, QMC. I'm at QMC. They could be at the hospital. Take this all as it resonates. 6. Truth. They're at the hospital. That masculine. The inner standing. Could be cross seas. Foreign. Jam. Jamaica. Hat. They could be gaining that wisdom. Fat. Somebody could be saying I'm fat. Wisdom. You can see they've got body dysmorphia. That masculine. Even that feminine. They've got insecurities. You're seeking this truth. Oh. One more. Alright then. So these want to drop. So we're getting them all because they want to drop. They could be at the vet. In the animalistic mindset. You could be hearing about these pets. They could be at the vet. They could be vexed because you be outing these people. Take this AOU. IOU. They could be owing you. 2. Jam. Gemma. Q at the bottom. A pet. Met. Wet. Because that's a W. Vex. A cause. P-E-O. People. Phone. A femme. Family could be vex. To get vexed. People be getting vexed. Come to get vexed. A cause to be able to get vexed. Because they was like a pet. They need to go to the vets. Because they like in that animal low dense energy. Bit of bitches out here. Your game. You go. Game. You put that game in. Quote. Somebody could be getting a quote. Poet. You could be a poet. You could be hearing about this poet. You could be hearing a quote or a poet. Poem. Moet. You're popping bottles. Take this all as it resonates. Me at Jamaica. Got a get wet me a queen. Somebody could be wanting a queen. Take this all as it resonates. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress. We've got O-A-Q-G-U. They could need to go to GU. Queen's Medical. Z-M-C-C. P-M. Sorry, P-W-J-F. That's supposed to be W. X-E-T-H-E. The pet. The vet. The cause. The fam. Oz. You can see the visitor, follow the yellow brick road. You're moving forward with clarity, truth. It's that inner truth. X, they could have X'd you. Spell work. Lies. Family. Cut them off. You could have cut them off. It was vexed that you cut them off. You fucking idiots. Well, if you're going on better, then you would have done better. Then you wouldn't have got cut off, would you? Zoe. Take this all as it resonates, guys. Always leave the rest for the best. FC, even football. FIFA. Take this all as it resonates. You can see the truth about all these flipping programming, lies, manipulation, corruption, things that was already there, present, what was meant to be. It was your omniscience, your omnipresence. You're connected to that divine truth to be told. It skills within you. MJ, Michael Jackson. AM could be significant. PM. From AM to PM, they're thinking about you. They could have been Xing you from AM to PM. CTV, trying to control you, watching you, social awareness of you. MTV. JF. There's no K. You can see their vex. They may have need to go civil. That cave mind. They could have been like giants. Illusions blocked in their head, in their mind, in their thoughts. Low dense energy. Pam. Put me at camp. Somebody could have gone to camp. They could have put somebody in boarding school. Truth across seas. You'd be camping. Met. Ham. They met Ham, that bad energy. Low dense energy. Aggressive. Somebody could be out. Take this all as it resonates.